Hello there, welcome to another ramble. I'm sorry the lighting is bad. It is nighttime here and I just felt like making a recording. Um so today's topic is going to touch on people undergoing stress. I've been encountering my fair share of people undergoing, I want to say, very heavy and very I want to say, I don't know, just a lot of stressful things happening all at once. And it was very interesting to me. I don't know, within the past week, I noticed people are either getting sick, passing away, getting into car accidents, or just like not acting like themselves. And I think our predominant reaction to these things is to react out of fear and react out of a place of defense. Basically, it evokes reactions, you know? But I've been kind of observing it without reacting, and I've come to the conclusion that, I don't know, everyone is going through their own thing in order to have opportunities to self analyze, I feel. And I know that I sound like a freaking broken record, but I don't think anything is right or wrong. And I think things just happen or occur based on what you need to grow through. I mean, that's basically it. I think people create a lot of problems and tension and stress within themselves, and then that manifests in, you know, the things that happen around them or to them. And my whole thing is like, the remedy is to just not get involved. I think like we've been programmed to some extent to, like I said, like help or save or fix, but nothing really needs to be helped or saved or fixed. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to sound like I don't care, because I obviously do care, but at the same time, I honor and respect that things are as they are supposed to be, and everything is just unfolding in perfect timing. You know what I mean? Like if I were to look back on my life, I underwent so much stress, and you know, at the time it didn't feel good. And I think it was because I just didn't understand it, or I just hadn't acquired the proper tools or skill sets or emotional maturity to deal with them properly. But at the time, I dealt with them the best way I knew how. And ultimately, they've brought me to where I am now. And it's made me who I am. And would I take those things away, those bad things away, the stress and the pressure? No, I wouldn't. And there's a quote about like in order for you to become a diamond or something, you have to undergo a lot of pressure. Like a piece of charcoal has to undergo a lot of pressure in order to become a diamond. And I think the same is true with most things. You can't really understand or appreciate something until you've penetrated the various layers to the core essence or soul of what something is. And it's easy to take, like, say like you're, I don't know, stress. It turns you into like a totally different person. you know I think you become more vulnerable for sure. And then in order to protect yourself, like, people like deal with it in different ways. They either retract, or they just kind of I don't know, retract or lose themselves in something or overreact and over dramatize because the energy is so intense inside of the body when you're undergoing stress or tension or pressure that it needs to be outletted some way, somehow. And that's why I say nothing is personal. I think, like, you know, I don't know, like, I, I'm just gonna talk from like personal experience, but I came across a couple of people who kind of like mistreated me, or I perceived it as being like rude and condescending and disrespectful. And initially, I think I took offense and I just kind of started like blocking myself from any more interaction with these people because I just didn't like the way it was playing out and how it felt. And it turns out that these people are like battling with something, and then now that I understand why they were treating me that way, it's not that I'm excusing the behavior, but it helps me to have more compassion for them. And then if I were to apply that formula to like pretty much everyone and everything, I think that's how we can foster compassion, by understanding that it's not personal and that stress really, really changes the, how do I say? I think stress, well, not only creates constipation in the system, it also like blocks things, blocks people from functioning in a natural way, so they start acting very unnaturally. And then we have a tendency to, react to their reaction instead of just like being very, how do I say, neutral and non-reactive. Sorry, I'm getting texts. I don't know if I'm making sense, man. I just wanted to talk about it because I noticed that somebody who is normally a very kind and loving person, when undergoing extreme amounts of stress in one go, I mean, will be altered in some way, shape, or form, and the way they choose to respond or react is totally okay. It's late and it's been an all day, so I really apologize if I'm not making sense. Anyhow, have a beautiful day or night and take care. Blessings to one and all. Amen.